Yo, what's going on? I just wanted to get on here real quick and do a quick little trade summary / recap with everybody. Today was super duper clean. I caught longs, the student caught longs. It was a super duper clean day. However, I'm going to be going more in depth in why I took profits where I took profits, because one of the students broke even on the same exact trade, and then the other one partialed out, so it was a winning trade. But yeah, I'm going to go more in depth on the signs that a trade is reversing on you and when you should just get out and where you should take profit, right? So today is going to be a super duper saucy video. I'm also going to be giving you guys a weekly premium and discount level that everybody who's trading NQ should anchor on their chart. So this video is super duper saucy. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could hit the like and subscribe right now. You know what? For everybody that likes and subscribes, I pray for your success and longevity in these markets. And if you don't subscribe, I pray for the exact same thing, okay? Genuinely, it's harsh conditions, right? So higher time frame wise for the weekly profile, we had this measuring for value gap. The students know exactly what a measuring PD array is, or a higher probability PD array is. You guys could probably find it somewhere else, but essentially just a measuring fair value gap is a fair value gap that's, prints through a key level. And this right here was a key level. We traded right into it, and then we go significantly lower. And then you guys will be like, yo, why'd you go long, right? We're clearly in different SIBIs, but I want to point this out, right? So on the daily time frame, right? By the way, the two places where price is likely to reverse from is what? Old highs, old lows, and inefficiencies. So just keeping that in mind, look what happens, right? Previous day's low, right? What do? We sweep it, right? Previous week's low, what do? We sweep it. So I'm leaning bullish because the only other place that price can reverse from is an inefficiency, right? So having this weekly level, which I completely forgot to give you guys, 25,299.75. Everyone should have that level just anchored on your chart. It's super, bro. It's literally gonna carry or just help guide you. So have that level on that chart and thank me later, seriously. But right here, we swept out previous day's low. We swept out previous week's low, right? We're not tapping into any inefficiency, so what is price likely going to do? Retrace back into a key PD array, right? So what do we do right here? After sweeping out previous day's low, previous week's low, let me mark out this inefficiency. It's right next to the record thing. How do I move this? There we go. Rectangle, right here, key PD array, right? So having this marked out, we just swept out previous day's low, we swept out previous week's low. My entries are always on the 15-second time frame. Go to time frame, seriously. Okay, so what do we do right here? Monday was down here. Let me zoom in. And this is a screenshot of the exact trade that I took, by the way, but right here, what do we have? So for my intraday, you guys are gonna see my intraday ranges as well. Those I go more in depth with the students on how to pull the intraday dealing ranges. And yeah, so I just pulled the quadrants for my implied dealing range, and that was my exact take profit. It lined up super duper clean with the upper quadrant of this inefficiency. Just go ahead and let's pull that. That works. So low is low, high is high. Look what we swoop to a T, right? Can't make that up. But right here, we swept out previous day's low, right? Price reverses from only two, it's really that easy. Old lows, old highs, and inefficiencies. So where is price inefficient? We have this key measuring PD array, right? After we swept out the only other place where price can reverse from, we have this Casa's wick theory right here. Everybody's like, yo, what's Casa's wick theory? It's just a fractal in price, right? So we have 3 consecutive wicks. We tap into this wick, and then I just got in because we had SMTs. We had SMTs, I believe. Where's the SMTs? I think it was, let me check real quick. I reported the Casa's wick theory, so it's actually right here. Wait, SMT's right here, right? Supporting the Casa's wick theory. I missed my original entry, so I had a little late entry. And then we also had what? This clean mitigated fair value gap. Can't make this up. And you guys will see in the original screenshot, my implied dealing range and everything, but it lined up super duper clean. My entry was on the CE of this fair value gap. Reclaimed fair value gap, retested, whatever you want to call it, and my take profit was, I forgot exactly where it was, but it just lined up with my intraday dealing range, super duper clean. And I knew that the only other place where price can reverse from is what? Inefficiencies, right? So I knew that we just swept out previous day's low, previous week's low, so we're likely to reverse and retrace into what? Another old high, another old like weekly, previous week's high, previous day's high, which is nowhere near in sight, right? And inefficiencies, so price is inefficient right here. You pull the quadrants of this inefficiency, look what we soup to a T, and then look what happens. I can't make this up. So for all the students that broke even today, right, that ended up partialing out, this was your key sign, this was your key level, right? Just inefficiencies on the higher time. You guys know this. You guys know the drill. The only two places where price is likely to reverse from is old highs, old lows, and inefficiencies. And we traded into an inefficiency so you guys know what is likely going to happen, right? This is a key measuring period. What's going to happen in this range? We're going to reverse, seriously. So the second that you guys see what? This is a change in state and delivery right here. Do you guys see these consecutive up-close candles? We soup this, right? So we're respecting the lower quadrants on the bearish PD array. We didn't even close above constant encroachment. So that's a key sign that we're what? Bearish. And then we had what? Change in state. We had these wicks that we're respecting. Big change in state right here. Price delivery consistency. This is this 15-second time frame. So this is going to be like an M2 or like whatever correlated time frames, which you guys know the correlated time frames. So yeah, if you guys didn't catch longs, shorts were super duper clean here as well, and we had SMTs at these highs. SMTs at these highs, protected highs right here, and a key PD array. I would have targeted again. I would have targeted EQ. EQ of my implied dealing range for intraday was around this right here. But I already caught longs. That was my only trade. Caught it across 5x take profit pro accounts. And yeah, I just want to clear up some misconceptions as well, is that 3 PD arrays, right? So whenever you're bullish, bearish PD arrays should be disrespected and bullish PD arrays should be respected. It's not that hard to comprehend, genuinely. So whenever you're bullish, right, and you're seeing what? You're seeing what? Bearish order flow be respected and bullish order flow get disrespected. That's your sign that price is going to reverse on you. So what are 3 PD arrays that you could have used to get out, right? So we have this change in state that happens right here. That's one. Well, regardless, the first change in state is right here. So this is one. And then, I mean, there's just a clutter of up-close candles. So your first change in state was the second that we closed right here. We have what? We have a bearish SIBI. So that's 2. It's a breakaway gap. And then 3 would have been this major change in state right here. So you would have been known to get out, seriously. And then you also have all these inversion for value gaps. Right here, look at this clear BISI, right? This right here would have been respected, which it was respected to send us what? And see the lower quadrant on the higher time frame, bearish for value gap, and then look what happens. I can't make this up. The second it gets inversed, right? We close to CE. That's 3 PD arrays to get out. That's a sign that it's reversing. And then we had SMTs at these highs, higher time frame PD array. Like it's so obvious once to get out of the market, right? I think the misconception is that you guys care so much intraday wise about being right. And I'm telling you guys right now, to everybody that's been in that zone and you care so much about being right in the moment, where is that money, bro? I'm asking you guys, where is that money? You guys end up holding it? Does that money end up getting paid out? No, you end up losing it because you guys care so much of being right in the moment. I'm telling you guys, detach. The market does not give a fuck about you. It does not care about me. It does not care about you. I'm telling you, you guys seriously just have to lock in. Like, I can't even make this up because a lot of people, you just care so much about being right in the moment when it just doesn't matter whenever you zoom out on the trajectory of your trading, right? Think about on a month-to-month basis. Think on a week-to-week basis. And intraday loss, right? Let's say you take a minuscule loss. Let's say you adhere to your rules. For me, again, the most I'm allowed to lose is $400 per day, by the way. Trust me, we all take losing trades. It's that whenever you zoom out on the trajectory or you zoom out on the portfolio of these winning traders or profitable traders, the losses are kept super duper minuscule. They're kept small and the winning days are kept consistent. Some winning days are bigger than others and that's just how trading works. But the thing is that you need to have a hard, you need to fortify this rule is that you will not go beyond a certain daily loss limit. For Top Step, it's so easy. You could automatically set that in your account. If you guys trade different prop firms, it may be a little, harder, but for Top Step, it's so easy to be profitable. You set your daily loss, right? You set the only times that you can trade is New York AM for you guys that like to impulsively trade Asian or London out of boredom, right? And that's how you stay disciplined. If you guys can't control yourselves, Top Step is like the best prop firm to control yourself. You just set those rules in and then you're locked out. But for all you guys that trade, take profit or different props, you guys just need to build that discipline and self-control. And again, I'm emphasizing, journaling. So anything that happens subconsciously, FOMO, tilt, all that stuff, how do you put it underneath the spotlight? How do you put all of these things that happen subconsciously that you can't control in the spotlight and be conscious of it. How do you gain emotional intelligence over, or just emotional control over yourself? By journaling. If you guys are not taking this seriously, this is a business at the end of the day, bro. This is seriously a business. You're a professional. Act like it. Lock in. But no. Use that key level. Again, if you guys are not liked and subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. Join up the Discord. And I don't know, I yapped a lot today. Let me know if you guys like videos like this. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.